The Butterfly Effect, 1, 2004, 2, 2006, 3, 2009. These three movies are the movie versions of the idea saying that a small change can make larger unforeseen consequences over time. The first movie tackles about a young man with very traumatic childhood experiences who then discovers that he has the ability to go back in time and change some things in the past, believing it could help him and his friends have a better present lives. But every time he does those changes, more complicated problems happen in their current lives. Will he be able to give his friends the lives they all wanted? The second movie is completely a set of new characters. A young man can go back in time just by focusing on a certain picture of his life events. Trying to be in a better place with his family, he struggles to go back in the past and change some things to fix his current life problems. But it's not as easy as that. I can say the third movie is the most controversial among the others. A man travels in the past by soaking himself in an ice-filled bathtub while his vitals monitored by his sister. He tries to save his girlfriend from a tragic murder, but every time he does, it results to a more tangled effect. You will be shocked the moment you know who the killer is. All these three movies are not related with each other except for the fact that the main characters have the ability to change their pasts.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, 2004. It is unarguable that Harry Potter series is one of the best of its kind. This movie is not focused on time travel itself, but the characters has to travel back a day ago to change something. The whole time travel scene only lasted for less than 20 minutes in the whole movie. I included this in the list because those 20-minute scenes were perfectly conceptualized and executed. You will surely be amazed.
Source code, 2011, waking up in someone else's body, Captain Stevens discovers he's part of an experimental government program trying to get an information of the train bomber, further aiming to prevent a second bomb explosion bound to happen in the next 6 hours somewhere else. Source code is an experimental machine that reconstructs the past using the dead passenger's last 8-minute memory before its death. Basically, it is not a time travel movie but still has the idea. Watch with friends so you could brainstorm after watching.
About Time, 2013. This is a butterfly effect movie feels but in a lighter way since romantic comedy is incorporated in this film. Every man in Tim's family has enjoyed the ability to travel in time. The best part for me is when Tim uses his ability to court the lead woman in the story. Tim will also use this ability to help the people around him but would turn out to be a bad move. This movie will help us realize that making the most of life may not need such ability at all.
Edge of Tomorrow, 2014. Major Cage is forced to join an operation against aliens. Every time he dies in the battle, he returns and relives to the day preceding the battle. That will enable him to know what happens next and plan what to do next. In order to get out on this loop, he must not die before he kills the alien. The movie has a tagline: live, die, repeat, which describes the main idea of this film. This is somehow a source code feeling.
Project Almanac, 2015. Among the first few movies mentioned, this one is the first to use that so-called time machine. The lead character discovers his 17-year-old self on a video filmed during his 7th birthday. How did it happen? Moreover, he and his friends accidentally discover a blueprint of the Project Almanac, which is basically the name of a time machine project. They will try to use the machine to go back in time to change something for their advantages. Things in their present lives become lost in track as they continue using the machine until a more tragic event happened that made him realize it should not happened from the start. What will he do?
Triangle, 2009. For me it is better titled as Circle instead of Triangle because just like a circle, the movie ended to where it started. Understandably, it was released as Triangle because the conflict of this story literally revolves around when a group of yachting passengers unfortunately struck by a very strange weather believed to be around the Bermuda Triangle. How will you feel if you see hundreds of your dead self in one place? Watched this for 3 times but still left me open-mouthed every time.
Predestination, 2014. This is the best for me and I hope everyone agrees. Among others mentioned, this is unique because it didn't only travel back in the past but also advance to the future. I won't discuss any further about the movie as I don't want to give spoils for this one. If you're not fond of time travel movies, you will find it boring and dragging, but if you're otherwise, you'd definitely be amazed with this one. Please leave a comment if you agree that this is a flabbergasting, stirring and a mind-blowing film.